Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Every banned football fixture explained in 5 minutes.
Is Gibraltar. In case you've never heard of it, Gibraltar is a British overseas territory, meaning it's under the sovereignty of the United Kingdom, but it's not part of the UK itself. Despite being owned by the British, it's actually located at the southern tip of the Iberian Peninsula, bordering Spain. It's been under British control since 1713, when Spain ceded it to Britain in the Treaty of Utrecht after the War of the Spanish Succession. Even though they gave it up, Spain has long disputed British sovereignty over Gibraltar and continues to claim that it should be returned, but the people of Gibraltar strongly prefer to remain British. When Gibraltar applied for UEFA membership in 1999, Spain strongly opposed the move, fearing it would set a precedent for other regions with separatist movements. Despite initial rejections, Gibraltar was eventually admitted as a full UEFA member in 2013. But to mitigate potential conflicts, UEFA decided that Spain and Gibraltar would be kept apart in qualifying draws. This separation is part of UEFA's broader policy to prevent matches between nations with political tensions. And because if Spain were to play Gibraltar, that would be seen as Spain recognizing them as their own nation, something they definitely don't want to do. Armenia versus Azerbaijan.
That's interesting, yeah, because if they do play them, then they're saying, "Oh, you're a nation worth playing." That's a weird. Wow.
very political.
Yeah, very interesting how your sport turns into politics. That's crazy.
A lesser-known rivalry in a footballing context, but the tension between these two countries cannot be understated. The political and ethical tensions between Armenia and Azerbaijan revolve around the disputed Nagorno-Karabakh region. The conflict began in the late 1980s when the Armenian majority region sought independence from Azerbaijan, triggering violent clashes. After the Soviet Union's collapse in 1991, full-scale war erupted, resulting in Armenian control of the area, even though it lies within Azerbaijan's internationally recognized borders. A fragile ceasefire was brokered in 1994, but hostilities resumed in 2020, with Azerbaijan reclaiming much of the territory. Thousands have died in conflicts, with deep animosity on both sides. So not only have the two countries been prohibited from playing one another, club teams from the regions have also been prevented from being drawn against each other in other UEFA competitions. In the 2019 Europa League final, Armenia midfielder Henrik Mkhitaryan was unable to play for Arsenal against Chelsea due to safety fears with the game taking place in Baku, Azerbaijan. Kosovo versus Serbia. This fixture is the first of three that all stem from the same political issue, that being Kosovo's independence. Kosovo is a landlocked region in the Balkans with a majority ethnic Albanian population, with a Serbian minority, especially in the north. It holds both cultural and religious significance for the Serbians, who view it as the cradle of their medieval kingdom and of Orthodox Christianity. But following the breakup of Yugoslavia in the early 90s, which led to several wars as republics declared independence, the ethnic Albanians in Kosovo sought independence from Serbia in 1998. Serbian forces responded with violent repression, leading to thousands of civilian deaths and mass displacement. There were widespread reports of ethnic cleansing and human rights abuses against Albanians. So in 1999, NATO, a political and military alliance of countries from Europe and North America, bombed Serbia in an attempt to stop the violence. Serbian forces withdrew, and the UN took over administration of Kosovo. Then, in 2008, Kosovo unilaterally declared independence from Serbia, with support from the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, and many others. Serbia rejected the declaration, and Russia, China, Spain, and several other countries also do not recognize Kosovo, largely due to concerns about separatist movements in their own territories. Tensions still remain high today. Serbia still claims Kosovo as its province, and there are frequent violent flare-ups. In October 2014, Kosovo's neighbors, Serbia and Albania, played each other in the Euro qualifiers, but the match was suspended after a drone carrying a pro-Albanian banner appeared over the stadium, leading to a brawl between players and fans. Tensions are high even when Serbia plays Switzerland, because of Granit Xhaka and Xherdan Shaqiri. Shaqiri was born in Kosovo, and Xhaka's father spent 3.5 years as a political prisoner in Yugoslavia for his support for Kosovan independence. In 2018, both players scored and did an eagle celebration symbolizing the Albanian flag, and it caused outrage in the stands and in Serbian media. Kosovo versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina is home to a large percentage of ethnic Serbians, so naturally they don't recognize Kosovo's independence, and a fixture between the two would be just as dicey as Kosovo versus Serbia. Kosovo versus Russia. Similar to Bosnia, Russia...
Soccer, they really worked it out.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, I wanted to say they don't let politics interfere, but politics do interfere. I guess they just prevent it from
getting worse.
Yeah, getting worse. I guess taken to prevent it from getting out of
especially
out
in
of
soccer,
hand.
because soccer naturally in itself it's very
The fans are very passionate. Let's put it that way.
But also fails to recognize Kosovo as its own country, and again, playing against them would only legitimize their independence. Russia versus
Oh, so I guess same logic as Gibraltar and Spain.
Ukraine, the last and most obvious entry on the list. Russia cannot play football against Ukraine as the two countries are in the middle of a full-scale war with each other. In 2014, Russia annexed Crimea from Ukraine, and in 2022, Russia launched a full-scale invasion, leading to thousands of deaths, massive displacement, and global condemnation. Since the invasion in 2022, UEFA and FIFA have suspended all Russian national and club teams until further notice. Thanks for watching.
Well,
Mm,
might as well add India and Pakistan to that list now.
yeah.
Yeah, but the list makes sense. The logic makes sense. Basically, countries at war or that have some sort of dispute over borders cannot play each other. Makes sense. This is not rocket science. Pretty straightforward.
So if they cannot play with each other, so how does this work if they're in the
Well,
in the competition?
to make the competition, you have to make it out of the group rounds. So the idea
It's
is
highly unlikely.
to never put them in the same group rounds. If by some miracle they both make it out and happen to meet, I
And
don't
it's
know
time?
how they would handle it then.
Have they ever handled this? I guess
I
it's
don't
unlikely.
know. I don't know. All the countries mentioned, it's either one country is good, the other country is like, okay, they're not making it, so it's not exactly like Spain is really good, but Gibraltar, like the country is like this big, 10 people live there, exaggerating, but you get the point. So that's not what Serbia and Kosovo also small country, unlikely to be too good because just due to lack of population, lack of talent pool. Ukraine, Russia. Now that to be fair, I do believe Russia is kind of just banned in those competitions. Period. So maybe that is prevented that way. Armenia, Azerbaijan, though, I don't know. That may be possible at some point. Who knows?
Can I see the comments?
By the way, most Bosnian Muslims and Bosnian Croats recognize Kosovo, but in Bosnia we have Bosnian Serbs in the government who refuse to recognize Kosovo. This is why the fixture is banned, because we have a huge Bosnian Serb population in our country, so that's the reason. I mean,
That makes sense.
but that's what the video said. He said, because we have a huge Bosnian Serb population in our country. That's literally the video said that.
They wanted to emphasize.
Okay. This should be titled "Every UEFA banned fixture in 5 minutes." True. This was mostly Europe focused. We didn't see countries outside of UEFA because, as I said, Pakistan, India probably would be there, and I'm sure some other countries in the world. As a Bosnian, the match between Kosovo wouldn't be dicey at all. The players wouldn't care, or most of the fans are Bosniaks anyway.
Yeah, because even the teammates, I'm wondering, are they even from there?
Now, if we played against Serbia, that'll be another story. But the reason of why we can play them and not Kosovo is that we recognize Serbia as a country, but currently not Kosovo. Yeah, so I think it's about politically not recognizing the country. That's why they can't play, because by playing would imply that you recognize the country. I think it's more about the politics. Then I don't think the players would necessarily get into it. Like I don't.
It's the fans.
Like the players would have to be really political and like nationalist for that to happen. I just think it's for the political reasons. But interesting video. I didn't know this, honestly. That's pretty cool.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.